and constantly tried to force him into the casting couch for resources. Since Mr. Shen always refused, they only gave him minor, insignificant roles. In his 5 years since debut, his exposure has been extremely low. They've just been dragging him down like this. So my HN has been bullied by them for 5 whole years. The legal team has reviewed Mr. Shen's contract. They said if they take this to court, we will definitely win. They're asking if you want them to step in and terminate his contract. A lawsuit is too slow, and it lets them off too easy for bullying HN for 5 years. How could I just let this go? Is there a faster way? Yes. There is a clause in Mr. Shen's contract. If Ding Dang Entertainment goes bankrupt and can no longer provide him with work or opportunities, the contract is immediately terminated. Furthermore, I found out that the couple mortgaged all of Ding Dang's real estate a few days ago to get a 100 million bank loan. They transferred it to their private accounts to pay off their son's gambling debts. Gunianian nodded. Good. Then leak this information. Make them go bankrupt immediately. Do you know who President Qian is? He holds a massive amount of resources. And you dared to skip the dinner last night? Have I been too nice to you? Why are you wasting your breath on him? When has he ever listened to us all these years? Other people beg for these arrangements and don't even get the chance. Shen, why must you make this a lose-lose situation for both of us? So, you called me here. What exactly is this about? What else could it be? We're talking about you and the company. I'm asking you one last time. Are you going to accept our arrangements from now on or not? He clearly has such great potential. There were so many chances to make him a star before, but this damn kid just refused to take them. He's hurting the company. We haven't made a single dime off him so far. It's so infuriating. I kept playing on my phone, too lazy to even answer. I thought to myself, utterly speechless. I don't even know how many times I've rejected them. These two clearly heard me every single time, but they just won't give up. They still want me to be their obedient puppet. Are they deaf or something? Shouldn't they go see a doctor? Fine. Since you're dead set on not cooperating, then let's talk about terminating your contract with the company. You signed a 10-year contract with us. It's been 5 years, meaning you still have 5 years left. According to the agreement, if you want to terminate it, you need to pay a breach of contract fee of 10 million. As long as you pay this 10 million, we'll let you leave the company immediately and become a free agent. We also know you don't have that much money. So how about this? Just give us half 5 million, and we'll agree to terminate the contract. I didn't even bother looking up, answering directly, I don't have money. Then I continued playing on my phone. I wasn't trying to act aloof. I genuinely didn't have it. The main issue was that I only had a little over 1 million in savings. Otherwise, I would have found a way to scrape together the penalty fee and left ages ago. Honestly, even if I had the money in my bank account, I wouldn't want to spend a single cent on this garbage company. It's not worth it at all. You don't have 5 million? Then you must at least have 3 million, right? Let's make it 3 million then. Oh, an unexpected harvest. They're actually lowering the price. Looks like either these two are in desperate need of cash or something happened to the company. I don't have it. How could you not have 3 million? Don't you own a house and a car? If you sell them and borrow some money, you'll have enough. Don't you want your freedom? Haven't you always wanted to terminate the contract? Exactly. 3 million is already the rock bottom price. Otherwise, even if we agree, the other shareholders won't agree to let you go. You don't want to really be trapped in our company for a full 10 years, do you? I don't have a single dime. I've already been trapped by you guys for 5 years. What's another 5 years? Ding Shulian was so furious she didn't know what to say, and Yang's face was pitch black, practically smoking from anger. So infuriating. Why do we always hit a brick wall with him? You idiot. You can do a lot in 5 years. You're still so young right now. With good luck, you could make 3 million in a single year. Why trap yourself here? I'll still be young in 5 years. What's the rush? At the end of the day, you just don't want to pay a single cent of the penalty fee, right? You just realized that? How slow? Was I really being that subtle? Did you really need to ask? In your dreams, you want to leave the company without paying a single cent. Who do you think you are? All right. If you don't have 3 million, then 1 million should do, right? Unbelievable. He's such a tough nut to crack. Why won't he just give in? The main issue is that the money the company loaned all went to paying off our son's gambling debts. Otherwise, I'm not running a charity here. Why would I let him go for such a low price? If you won't even pay 1 million, then you'll just have to wait until your contract expires. Shen, you're going too far. Then you can just continue being a nobody and rot in our company for another 5 years. Boss Ding. Brother Ann. Something happened. The bank found out the loan was transferred to a private account, and they've already called the police. I heard they're coming to seize the collateral, and our shareholders caught wind of it too. They're all heading to the company right now. Ding Shulian and An Yang slumped into their chairs, paralyzed. I raised an eyebrow from the sidelines, suddenly realizing what was going on. No wonder they were slashing the price so desperately. They were trying to plug this massive hole. If the bank seizes all the real estate, what does Ding Dang Entertainment have left? They'll probably just go straight into bankruptcy liquidation. And just like that, my contract with Ding Dang Entertainment was automatically terminated. I didn't expect that a simple trip to the company today would result in an automatic contract termination. I was so thrilled, I wanted to post about it on my social media immediately. Boss Ding, Brother Ann, thanks a lot for terminating my contract. I hummed a little tune as I left Ding Dang Entertainment. Once I got back in my car, my phone rang. I answered happily, Hello? Hello, Ah Chen. Why do you sound so happy? Only then did I realize it was Gunianian calling. My agency went bankrupt. My contract with them stated that if they go bankrupt, it automatically terminates. I'm a free agent now. Oh, really? Then I'm truly happy for you. A fall into the pit, a gain in your wit. Don't go recording any videos in the future and handing all the initiative over to someone else. Wait, how do you know all this? Don't tell me the bank and the shareholders today what you're doing. Pretty smart. You actually figured it out. I knew she had good intentions, of course, and I was very grateful that she helped me out so much. But by doing this, didn't I just owe her a massive favor? They say favors are the hardest debts to repay, and owing favors is exactly what I fear the most. I'm your wife. My husband was getting bullied. Am I not allowed to step in? Originally, I planned to wait until Gunianian met the male lead, and then she would initiate the divorce herself. But after this incident, I want to bring it up right now, because I'm afraid that if this continues, the favors I owe will just keep piling up, and eventually, I won't be able to repay them. Nianian, maybe we should just get a divorce. Ah Chen, has no one ever told you not to throw the word divorce around so casually? You're an adult. Can't you even take responsibility for your own actions and decisions? Did I force you to get the marriage certificate back then? Since we got married, I haven't done anything to wrong you. Tell me, have you done right by me? I'm sorry, I just can't accept you. Gunianian, I have my own thoughts too. After all, she's the female lead. Sooner or later, she's going to fall for the male lead. Even though we've already gotten our marriage certificate, there's no future for us. Shouldn't we just end this sooner rather than later? Why exactly can't you accept me? Is it because of the gap between our family backgrounds? I couldn't exactly tell her that I transmigrated into a book and knew she was the female lead, right? I guess so. That's one of the reasons. Gunianian didn't believe me, but she didn't expose my lie either. She didn't press the issue. Ah Chen, you are not allowed to mention divorce ever again. If you bring it up again, I'm really going to get mad. Our families only look like they have a gap. In reality, there is no gap at all. Otherwise, my parents wouldn't like you so much and insist that I marry you. Yeah, I won't bring it up. I'll never bring it up again. Honestly, I was a little too scared to bring it up anyway. After all, what she just said made sense. I did feel pretty guilty about it. I'll just wait for her to bring it up herself next year. Ah Chen, are you heading home now? Yes. Then drive safely. And now that you're a free agent, go home and think carefully about whether you truly love acting. Even though I'll support you no matter what you want to do, I still hope you can do something you genuinely love. I had never talked about things like this with anyone before. It felt a bit awkward. Alright, I get it. You're so nagging. I wouldn't say this much to anyone else, even if they begged me. Think about it carefully. Later when you get home, we'll have a proper talk about this. Got it, got it. Alright, I'm hanging up. Drive safe. I really couldn't handle this kind of care from her. It felt weird. Then I actually hung up. He hung up so fast. If I didn't have company matters to deal with, I'd definitely rush home right now, grab him, and talk some more. I still had a few things left to say. Meanwhile, on my end, right after I hung up with Gunianian, Uncle Lan's video call came in. Ah Chen, are you coming home for lunch? Yes. I'll be home in about half an hour. Mom, you can go ahead and eat. Don't wait for me. It's fine. I'm not hungry yet. I'll wait for you so we can eat together. After I got home and finished lunch, Uncle Lan handed me a file folder. This is the name-changing fee from your dad and me. We actually prepared it yesterday, but some paperwork wasn't finished. It's all done now. It's nothing much, just a little token of our appreciation. Holy crap, is this really just a little token? Why does the folder look so thick? I didn't even dare to open it. Back in my room, I immediately locked the folder in the safe, but when I turned around, I noticed the massive walk-in closet. Mom, did you buy all this stuff in the closet for me? Uncle Lan was downstairs in the living room arranging flowers. No, Nianian bought them. I just helped put them away when the clothes arrived. But Ah Chen, your closet is way too small. I bought a bunch of stuff for you too. Where are we going to put it all when it gets here? Hearing this, I sighed. Gunianian, when exactly did she go buy all these things? Didn't she say she was going to the company? How did she have the free time to buy me all this? Whatever, I'll talk to her about it when she gets back later. That night, when Gunianian returned, I immediately pulled her aside. Oh? You miss me this much after not seeing me for a day? I looked at her face, momentarily captivated by her beauty. What's the deal with all those clothes in the closet? Is there a problem with them? Did they stress you out again? Oh, Ah Chen, don't be mad. If it really bothers you, you can just buy things for me too, right? I didn't answer her. After dinner, Gunianian took me upstairs to the study to talk about work. When she got serious, she had an undeniable aura of authority. Only then did I remember that the woman who was always joking around with me was also an exceptionally capable CEO. She turned around and saw me sitting properly across from her. Come sit over here. Seeing my insistence on staying put, Gunianian didn't force it. Ah Chen, do you really like being an actor? Of course I do. Even though I was forced into becoming an artist, I've played quite a few roles over these 5 years. Even if some of those roles had less than a second of screen time, it was still a chance to experience a different kind of life. I really enjoy that feeling. So you still want to continue being an actor? If it weren't for all that messy drama, yes, I would. I have a suggestion. Do you want to hear it? I rolled my eyes at her. Seeing my reaction, She chuckled. I had my subordinates draft up a few proposals. One of them is for you to remain a free agent and hire a manager to help you. They all have their pros and cons. Take a look for yourself. I thought about it for a moment. I'll choose this one. I'll post a job listing online later to find a manager to help me. Ah Chen, I actually have a candidate in mind for a manager. Why don't I just recommend him to you? That way, you'll have both the plan and the person. Gu Nianyan, you're not trying to set a trap for me, are you? Ah Chen is pretty smart. I really was trying to trick him. But of course, I can't tell him the truth. Teasing him is pretty fun, though. How could I? Actually, Yue came crying to me, begging for a favor. I saw how pitiful she looked, so I had no choice but to recommend him to you. I froze for a second. What does this have to do with Yue? Oh, her cousin used to be a manager. Later, he left the industry and stayed home unemployed. Now he wants to come back to work, but because he's been out of the circle for 10 years, no company wants him anymore. She knew that no matter which plan you chose, you'd need a manager. So she cried and begged me to have you hire her cousin. Hearing this, something felt off to me. After a moment, I realized what was going on. Hey, Gu Nianyan, you did this on purpose, didn't you? Then I heard Gu Nianyan say nonchalantly, why do you care so much? If you don't want to, I'll just tell Yue later. To have her cousin keep looking. Simple as that. It's just that. It might be a little hard for him to find a job right now. No, Gu Nianyan, aren't you going too far? Aren't you subtly telling me that, if I don't hire Yue's cousin, I'm being heartless? Fine. As expected of a CEO, you really know how to play people. Tell him to come in for an interview tomorrow. The next morning at 10 a.m., Yue's cousin Yang Yuanfan arrived. After interviewing him, I could tell that Yang Yuanfan was highly capable, so I quickly finalized hiring him. After everything was settled and he walked out of the Gu family mansion, he called his cousin Yue to share the good news. Cousin, you're amazing. I knew you could do it. Oh, right. I need to remind you of something. Boss Gu actually has a hidden condition. You absolutely cannot let her husband get bullied. And she doesn't like her husband being exposed to the dirty side of the industry. You understand what I mean, right? Oh? It's not just about making him famous. Boss Gu didn't mention that to me. This condition sounds simple, but it's hard to say to what extent I need to enforce it. But seeing Shen Chen in person just now, he seems very grounded. He doesn't look like the type to cause trouble. Making him popular shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, no matter what, as long as you can let Mr. Shen act in the roles he likes, with peace of mind, you'll be fine. So that's how it is. I understand now. After Yang Yuanfan left, I updated the bios on all my social media accounts. It wasn't until almost 9 p.m. that a fan finally commented, Chen bro, you finally terminated your contract with that garbage company. That's great. Congratulations. Oh? Just as I was about to get out of bed, my phone chimed with a message notification. It turned out to be the popular actress, Xiao Tinglin, looking for me. We met while working on a movie together. After getting to know each other, we exchanged WeChat contacts. Xiao Tinglin would occasionally check in to see how I was doing. Out of politeness, I typed a reply. The company went bankrupt, so the contract was automatically terminated. I don't need any help right now. Thank you, Miss Xiao. Since you don't need any help, I won't bother you then. After our chat, I put down my phone and proceeded to lay my blanket on the floor. When Nianian saw me making a bed on the floor again, she didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Stop making the bed on the floor. I'll just go sleep in another room, so you don't get mad looking at me. What are you even talking about? Even if you go to another room, I'll still be unhappy. Stop being mad. I was just afraid you'd get bullied again, so I wanted to arrange an experienced manager for you. If I hadn't done it that way, would you have agreed? I really had no energy left to argue. Is this the charm of the female lead? She can just say whatever she wants so effortlessly. Anyone who didn't know better would think she was deeply in love with me. But I knew in my heart that her treating me so well was definitely just out of her sense of duty as a wife. The next morning at 9 a.m., Yang Yuanfan arrived at my place for work. To make it easier for us to discuss work, Gu Nianyan had already asked the butler to clear out a separate room for us. When I went back yesterday, I dug up all the clips of every role you've ever played and watched them. There is absolutely no problem with your acting skills. In fact, in my opinion, you're better than a lot of professionally trained actors. I didn't expect my acting to be praised. Thank you. I've never actually studied acting systematically. I just picked up tips from the instructors while waiting on set, and then figured things out on my own when I got back. He actually doesn't know how good his acting is? I watched those clips. Even when you were basically a background character, your acting skills still shine through. However, even though your acting is great, I also took a look yesterday at your fan base across various social media platforms. The situation isn't looking too good. With your current level of hype and popularity, no one is going to seek you out for any roles. But last night, I happened to see an opportunity that's perfect for you. It's a major blockbuster movie called Cheng Yan. The production team is holding open auditions for the cast, and the director isn't casting based on star status. Take a look at the script. I think the fourth male lead role suits you perfectly. After reading the script, I really did like the character. Then I'll have to trouble you to come with me to the audition. Brother Yang. Seeing my excited expression, he still gave me a reminder. Ah Chen, don't celebrate just yet. Even if you pass the audition, this movie won't start shooting for at least another 3 months. Given your current situation, I suggest you take on some short dramas first to build up your popularity. If you agree with this, I'll start looking into which short dramas are casting male leads. I'm someone with barely any fans. What right do I have to disagree? As long as the script is good, I'm down for anything. After we finished discussing and I saw Yang Yuanfen out, I couldn't help but marvel at his professionalism and efficiency. I didn't even tell him what to do yesterday, yet he went back and did so much homework. And when he came today, he gave me such practical and clear advice. No wonder Gu Nianian insisted I choose him as my